avoid being soaked with ice-cold salt water, you might want to move to
You see the
higher
hawk
and drier
down there?
Yeah.
Alright, I just wanted to do a quick intro to everybody. This is SeaWorld Orlando. Kinda been a rough, not rough, but we've been kinda running ragged since we got here. This was probably like, what, 20 minutes ago? So we're here for the Orca show. As you can see, there's one coming right now. He might just be taking a little stroll through the water. And I'm going to zoom in real quick. As you can see, there's a bald eagle down there.
On behalf of all of us here
See, it's on the big
we would like
screen.
to take this moment to show our support for the men and women of the armed forces and our first responders. We proudly welcome you and your families, and at this time we ask that any past or present members of the United States military, any of our allies from around the world, and all first responders to please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in honoring these men, women, and their families.
See, we're on the screen.
We thank you for your service. Orca Encounter will begin in just a few minutes, but first we would like to share with you a short film about the Ursinus orca and its place in the world we all share.
The ocean covers over 70% of the Earth's surface and is essential to all life, both in the sea and on the land. There's one animal that is the perfect ambassador for the ocean, and that's the Ursinus orca, or killer whale. In just a few minutes, you'll meet SeaWorld's killer whales. First though, let's find out more about these remarkable animals. Ursinus orca, or the killer whale, is the most widely distributed mammal on Earth. They can be found throughout the ocean, all around the world, including in the Arctic, the Atlantic, the Southern, the Indian, and the Pacific Oceans. No other single marine species lives in as many different ocean habitats or is as directly reliant on as many different types of marine life as the killer whale. More than any other marine animal, Ursinus orca is the very embodiment of our shared global ocean. Until about 2 decades ago, scientists didn't know that there were actually several different varieties or ecotypes of killer whales. With effort and observation, however, we discovered that there are actually 10 distinct ecotypes, each differing in size, behavior, diet, lifestyle, and appearance. A striking characteristic of the orca is their black and white skin. This camouflage is called disruptive coloration. In a murky environment, this coloration can make them difficult to detect. Killer whales are countershaded. Their top surface is darker than their surface underneath. From below, looking up, they blend in with the light from above. From above, looking down, they're invisible against the dark depths. Killer whales are warm-blooded and breathe air, just like we do. Killer whales are the largest members of the Delphinidae, or dolphin family. As you can see, they have impressive physical characteristics. Orcas have keen eyesight, both above and below the water. The dorsal fin of an adult male can be up to 6 feet in height. The powerful pectoral flippers and tail flick can propel them through the water at a high rate of speed with great maneuverability. Their top speed is nearly 30 miles per hour. Killer whales use echolocation to hunt and to communicate. Communication is also accomplished through tail slaps, reach-in, and vocalizations. You'll experience a variety of natural killer whale behaviors during Orca Encounter today. We ask our whales to replicate natural behaviors such as breaching, spot hopping, and tail snaps. While awe-inspiring and entertaining for our guests, these behaviors are also essential to maintaining the health and well-being of the killer whales in our care. Much remains to be understood regarding the Orcsa's orca. One thing we do know, however, is that across the globe, they face real challenges as the general health of the prey populations and habitat on which killer whales depend suffer due to changes in the environment. In just a few moments, you'll encounter SeaWorld's killer whales and learn even more about these fascinating animals. As the most widely distributed mammal on Earth, the killer whale is uniquely positioned to represent the beauty, power, and fragility of the ocean.
Alright, so before the trainers come out, I just wanted to welcome everybody to SeaWorld and as you know, we are at the Orca show that's going to start in just a couple of minutes.
Being a part of SeaWorld's mission is more than just jobs. We are proud of what we do, and it's a privilege for us to care for, build relationships with, teach, and learn from these incredible animals. Now, more than ever, we are honored to share what we have learned through our relationships with the whales with all of you. We hope that you enjoy Orca Encounter!
Camera guy to my left here. I think he's there to film the trainers when they speak and put them up on this big screen. I think that's what he's there for. Big camera.
And if you haven't noticed, there's one off to the corner and you're on your right, all the way over there by the wall. Right over there, where it says Orca Encounter. Yeah.
They will still do rescue. That will always be a part of SeaWorld.
And there's no better animal to represent the ocean's beauty than the killer whale.
Shows. I've heard they're not going to have the shows anymore.
They live in every corner of the
They'll just do the
ocean,
rescue.
from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian.
Now, if you see
to
over
the
there
Pacific
to my
and
left a
beyond.
little bit, up on the ground.
The killer whale
fence,
story
you
is
can see
the
one of
ocean
the
story,
birds
and it's
over
one we
there.
all
I'm
share.
not kind of sure what kind of bird that is.
We are one
but
world.
they always seem to be
United by
here because they
our
always wait for
ocean.
their straight fins to drop on their feet. And I have seen it happen. And they make light work of the fish.
And before they start, look on top of the movie screen. There's one sitting up there too.
They're just waiting for a fish to drop.
He's scoping out the scene.
He is.
He's like the in the military, the watcher of the night.
Yeah.
With like a high
Watcher of the fish.
Exactly. Like one of those guys that'll sit like on a rooftop with a high-powered sniper. All right, here we go.
size, speed, power, and complex learning abilities. These behaviors help keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations all over the world to care about our natural environment. And we're excited to share their
Okay, you
story
see the bird
with
over
all of
there?
you here today.
They got left the door
Killer
open.
whales are the ocean's top predators. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We're going to see all that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's presentation, you may notice our whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors not only strengthen social bonds, but enable them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team is one of the many
Seagull's
reasons
going in for the
that
kill.
these animals are at the top of the ocean.
Yeah.
Scientifically known as the
Oh, here comes the trainer.
Or commonly referred
Nope.
to as killer
Get out of here.
whales. Here at SeaWorld, our 5 whales have their own individual names. We opened our show with our 2 males, True and Makayo, who are joining us once again. And later on in the show, you're going to get the opportunity to meet our 3 females, Katina, Nalani, and Malia. Makayo is the youngest member of our pod overall at 14 years old. And his mother, Katina, is the oldest member. And she is also the matriarch, or otherwise known as the leader of our pod. Now, the whales have learned to trust us. The relationships that are built on positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through these techniques and the trust that we build with the whales, they actively learn to take an active role in their very own health and well-being. One of the very first husbandry or healthcare behaviors that we train is position for a voluntary blood sample, which Kelly just asked Troy to demonstrate right now. You'll notice that he's rolling over ventrally or upside down and presenting her with his tail flukes. Not only does this give us a great look at Trua's entire body, but it also gives us access to blood vessels that can be easily seen on the white underside of those tail flukes. Our veterinarians will practically collect a blood sample from those flukes at least once a month, and the trust that we built with the whales allows them to remain calm and relaxed throughout the entire procedure. Now you'll often see us rubbing down the whales, whether it's on their backs, their dorsal fins, their bellies, or those tail flukes. The whales have very sensitive skin, and this is just one way that we can reward our whales while also strengthening our relationships with them. But blood samples are just one way of ensuring their overall health. Another very important diagnostic is weighing our whales. And in order to weigh a killer whale, we ask them to slide their bodies up onto a giant killer whale size scale that we have located in one of our adjacent pools. But Makayo's going to come and demonstrate that for you in our slide out in just a moment. You'll notice that as he slides up, a portion of his body from his dorsal fin down to his tail flukes remains in the water. That entire area is called the peduncle. It is the powerhouse of the killer whale. Very muscular and very heavy. And with it still in the water, we wouldn't be getting an accurate weight. In fact, all killer whales have a natural athletic ability to lift that peduncle with such force, it enables them to turn around completely before re-entering the water. But in this scenario, for a weight, we simply want to ask them to lift it up and out of the water just like this. This posture ensures accuracy, so that we know our younger whales like Makayo are growing properly, and that our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt. And for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales and for us.
All right, everyone, I'm down by the glass now on the left side of the stadium. So killer whales learn a lot by playing, through observational learning, and mimicry. In fact, killer whale calves learn crucial life skills by playing games like follow the leader with their mothers the members of their pod. So today, you all are going to get a chance to play Killer Whale Follow the Leader. I want everybody on the left side of the stadium. Stay where you are, just stand up. You guys are the leaders. True is going to follow you. On the count of 3, we're going to keep our hands to our side, and we're going to spin in a circle 2 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and spin. And it looks like he's got it. Great job, everyone. Thank you so much for helping out. You all can have a seat. As you can see, True was paying very close attention to all of you. Killer whales have excellent eyesight, both above and below the water. They're often seen spot hopping or jumping completely out of the water to get a better look at their surroundings. True is going to demonstrate this with a bow. All right, everybody else, it's your turn. Go ahead and stand up. You are going to help us with the signal for a side reach. What you're going to do is you're going to take your pointer finger on each hand. On the count of 3, we're going to throw it over our left shoulder. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go ahead. Nicely done, everyone. Mackay was off to the bottom of that 40-foot pool. Now, killer whales will reach for a variety of reasons. It could be to scratch an itch, to stun their prey, or communicate to the other whales that they have arrived. And that is just a little preview of why it is called the Stone Zone. Let's give it up one more time for True and Mackay and all of our audience volunteers. As you all can see, killer whales are amazing athletes, and they can eat several hundred pounds of food every single day. In fact, SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many mysteries about these amazing animals. For example, we now know that the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to obtain in the ocean. Some information, however, can only be gained through field observation and research, and that's why SeaWorld partners with organizations such as the Norwegian Orca Survey and NOAA to further our knowledge. We've learned that killer whales are powerful animals. Perhaps the best expression of that power can be seen when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators. Just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves that knock animals like penguins or seals from ice cliffs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
So killer whales will use these powerful tail flukes to stun their prey. They create waves when they hunt. For our whales, it means it's a high energy activity section, but for all of you, it means that it's time to get wet.
That's why the cameraman's got his big thing. Wouldn't that be awful if you were sitting down there? That guy's just like, I'm just chilling.
factors such as overfishing and pollution are having a negative impact on killer whale populations.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. You're the perfect ambassador for the ocean. Limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act.
One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.